Have you ever stood at the top of a mountain or maybe looked out from a high window and been completely awestruck by the view? That feeling of seeing everything laid out before you, a wide and expansive vista, often brings to mind a single beautiful word: panoramic. Now, what exactly does panoramic mean? Well, it describes a view or a picture that is very wide, often covering all or a large part of the area around the viewer. Think of those breathtaking landscape photographs that capture a sweeping scene from horizon to horizon. That's a panoramic view. The word itself has an interesting origin. It comes from the Greek word pan, meaning all, and horama, meaning view. So literally, panoramic means all view. It was actually first used in the late 18th century to describe a type of large painting that was displayed in a circular room, giving the viewer a 360-degree perspective. Imagine being surrounded by a painting so immersive that it felt like you were actually there. Now, while we might not encounter those circular panoramic paintings every day, the word has stuck around to describe any view that offers a wide, encompassing perspective. It invokes a sense of grandeur, of taking in the whole scene, not just focusing on the details. But let's think about what panoramic really means beyond just a visual description. How can we relate this word to our lives in a more poetic and practical way? Sometimes, in the hustle and bustle of our daily routines, we can get so caught up in the small details, the immediate tasks, that we lose sight of the bigger picture. We can become so focused on the trees that we forget we are in a forest. This is where the idea of taking a panoramic view can be incredibly valuable. Imagine stepping back from your current situation, whatever it may be, and trying to see it from a wider perspective. What are the broader trends at play? What are the long-term implications of your actions? What other factors might be influencing the situation that you haven't considered? Taking that panoramic view can give us a much clearer understanding of where we are and where we're going. It's like looking at a map. If you're zoomed in too closely, you might only see the street you're on. But if you zoom out to a panoramic view, you can see how that street fits into the wider network of roads, the surrounding neighborhoods, and the overall geography of the area. This idea of a panoramic perspective isn't just useful for understanding our circumstances. It can also help us appreciate the beauty and vastness of the world around us. When we take the time to truly take in a panoramic view, whether it's a natural landscape or a cityscape, it can evoke a sense of wonder and awe. It reminds us that we are part of something much larger than ourselves. And what about taking a panoramic view of our own lives? What if we stepped back and looked at the journey we've been on, the challenges we've overcome, the relationships we've built? Sometimes, when we're in the midst of it all, it can be hard to see the overall arc of our story. But taking that wider perspective can give us a greater appreciation for our own resilience and growth. Maybe we can even think about taking a panoramic view of our future. What are our long-term goals and aspirations? How do our current actions align with that vision? Sometimes, getting that broader perspective can help us make better decisions in the present. The word panoramic is a reminder to look beyond the immediate, to see the bigger picture, and to appreciate the vastness and beauty that surrounds us both externally and internally. It encourages us to broaden our horizons, to consider different perspectives, and to find a sense of wonder in the world. So here's a thought for you. What if you could have a panoramic view of your entire life, from beginning to end? Just for a moment. What aspect of that view would you find most meaningful or surprising? Share your reflections with us in the comments section or on our website at EnglishPlusPodcast.com. And my friends, if you enjoy these short episodes from English Plus, you will love our longer episodes, audio series, and courses on English Plus Podcast. So to find out our latest content, head over to EnglishPlusPodcast.com, and while at it, consider unlocking access to everything English Plus Podcast has to offer by subscribing on Apple Podcasts or Patreon. Thank you very much for listening. I will see you again soon with another intriguing short from English Plus Podcast.